Hi guys, it's Lewis, or LP as you prefer to call me. Today we are back with another brand new vlog and another Premier League fixture. And it's Monday. And it's 4:30. Drink number 1, we have a Peroni at a place named after a Newcastle song. Obviously no Geordies here though, because it is for the home end. Leicester City. And without a further ado, we're just going to walk to the ground. Never take this beautiful, stunning British weather for granted. Have you ever seen a football club put their map coordinates on the side of the stadium? Well, you know what they say, there's a first for everything. Isn't there? If it wasn't for this man, this club may never have won all those honours in the last 10 years or so. That's quite interesting. A beef burger outside the club crest. I can't think of that many football clubs who give out free beer before a game. Bearing in mind you do have to show your match day ticket, but no problemo. And without further ado, we are in the concourse and we've been given a clapper. Completely forgot that some clubs do that. And this will be our seat view for today. Right opposite where the Geordies are sat for tonight's match. Hospitality bit's just over there. Walker sponsors, which sadly are not sponsoring this video. Ho ho! Hopefully this will come in handy later. This might just be one of the most insane things I've ever seen been served at a football kiosk. A Yorkshire pudding wrap. Oh my goodness. This is England. America, eat your heart out. There's Philbert there just doing his thing, just standing around, doing a few touches here and there. And just like that, 2 minutes in, Jacob Murphy scores. Literally seconds after Leicester had a corner. And it's the men in black and white, or should I say just white, who have struck first blood here.
There's
nobody marking him. There's nobody marking him. Somebody took a shot from the halfway line, smashed the crossbar. Goalkeeper in no man's land. The defence was all at sea. And it's a brace for possibly Newcastle's second or third best player this season. And it's only the Geordies that are singing now. Who is to blame now? At the moment, it just seems that Newcastle are just toying with Leicester. Leicester are managing to win the ball a few times, but any sort of attack they have going forwards just leads to completely nothing. Albeit it is only less than 20 minutes in, so 70 minutes to try and find 2 goals. If they can find 2 goals, that is. Game over. 3-0, and it's Harvey Barnes who's just scored. There is just no defence at the moment. This lot are ruthless. So despite Leicester nearly grabbing an equaliser with Daka hitting the post and him bouncing out again and then giving the flag for offside, it could be a cricket score. Unfortunately, Leicester fans, only another 45 minutes to go. The absolute goat of centre backs, that is Dan Burn. This guy's 16 years old. Leicester are still pushing for one back. Go on, whip it in. Put it on the penalty spot. Oh, they're forced back again. What on earth? It finishes 3-0. Newcastle were just ruthless in that first half, and Leicester, like Man City, some of you will have saw, had no answer. See you in the next game, which will be tomorrow.
The next day.
Changing stations. So many trees. And after 3 hours of being on public transport, we have arrived in East Anglia. Less than a 10-minute walk from the train station. This could not be a better location for a footballing ground in the UK. And surprise, surprise, I have got myself a Greggs and a slice of Tottenham cake. But I'm right outside the ground. It also makes a whole load of sense that they have a Morrison's right across from the stadium. I mean, they play in the exact same colours. Make it make sense. Hey. So Ben and Jerry's are doing free ice cream for the day. Mad, isn't it? That must be one of very few square-shaped castles that I've seen in my lifetime. Imagine being attacked by one of these bad boys. Oh, what did you do to your arm? I was attacked by a swan. They're the most dangerous animal in the whole of the UK. It became very clear that a lot of the buildings here are very old and Tudor. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Could that house be any more pink? I wonder if Archie's returned from Balamory. Please tell me you found that funny. And after a good long haul at the charity shops, I'll show them at the end of this video of what I've got. Here I am at this nice little guest room. However, it's about a 40-minute walk to Carroll Road. But it'll be worth it. And without a further ado, we're gonna walk. I mean, the weather is just too gorgeous, isn't it? Hallelujah! There's a Wetherspoons. I hope some of you will agree with me, but there is no better feeling when you have a drink in this beautiful weather, when you've spent most of the day carrying what feels like a big bowling ball on your back. Drink responsibly. And we went for the special dish today, lasagna. Currently halfway through the second one of the day, and the weather still has stayed the same, although it's got slightly cold. I've buttoned up, but I'm still wearing shorts though, so I'm being brave. And we have a nice but short walk to the stadium with quite a bit of a view as well. So not only did I get myself a pin badge, as you do when you come to football grounds like this, I got a pair of socks. I wonder why that might be. And we are in. So this is our seat view for today. Hopefully we hear that Brazilian song that they have whenever they score more than once today. I mean, they play in yellow for goodness sake. Norwich actually have a really decent playlist when it comes to tunes. I'm trying to speak as much as possible in case I get done for copyright, but they've had Shut Up and Dance, they've had Pump It Up, they've had Let's Get Loud, and they also had I Don't Care, I Love It. Dun, dun. Over halfway through the first half, Norwich have had a few good chances. Sunderland have hardly been able to get into a bit of a rhythm of the game, but see what this free kick brings them. There's the ball there. Another free kick, it was still goalless. That would be a good time for a goal. Come on! Please don't be 0-0. I love the fact that they've got icons on each of the pillars in the concourse. I mean, you can't really see it, but there's Grant Holt on there. Formerly of Hibs. Yeah. There's some of the things they do at the club in case you're interested in coming here for a game. Norwich are still knocking on the Sunderland door. Start of the second half. I wouldn't say rapid, but certainly potent in order to break the deadlock. But they've won it back again. Shoot! When your lock's out, you're out. 24 minutes left. Good bit of noise from the Mackhams in the away end. Go on. Yes, well done, well done. Oh no! Why always me? Come on, one last attack. Come on. Oh my god. This is only a few minutes after the game and there's still some fans making a bit of noise inside here. This is what we love to see. The fans are going up. Still in the bar about half an hour, 40 minutes after the game. I got chatting to two guys just off camera and just about Norwich and about Celtic and what have you. And I've still got a bit of Guinness left. Rest in peace, Debenhams.
The next morning.
Guten Morgen all, and it's currently 20 to 7 in the morning. And I've got 2 hours of a journey to get to London. This is going to be an exciting one today, I promise you.
Street, we will be calling.
That is where we'll be going later. So we're finally in the hotel. I finally got myself changed because the shirt that I was wearing earlier is sweatier than me after an hour or 5 aside. So we're going to go out and enjoy the sun and see if we can find any bargains, which again, like I mentioned earlier, I'll show at the end of the video if I remember to. Imagine hiking up there. That's a cool Momento to have. This is some view, isn't it? So much worth it once you've finally gone up a very steep hill. And after what felt like an absolute eternity, walking back here, changing up a little bit, as well as dropping off my things, we are our way to the ground. Let's enjoy ourselves, shall we? What's the story in Ballamore, wouldn't you like to know? This is definitely giving Green Street vibes, walking underneath a railway. And here we are. And after a bit of a wait, we go for a 2-pinter of dark fruits. There's the Argyle team bus just over there. And we are officially in. Like Burnley, they also had ordering machines here. So I went for a macaroni with bacon. And this is our view for today. To the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I certainly enjoyed that dark fruits, by the way. Plymouth have got some decent numbers here today. I wonder if Pieface is in there just now. Probably get a cheer if he was. There's Cyril and Siebel. They're taunting the away fans. This is what we love to see. They're not doing anything really to provoke them, you'd hope. But they couldn't care less, could they? Markham, number 8 scores 1-0 Swansea.
Swansea City take the lead. The goal scorer on number 8, Lewis
So far, the only chance that Plymouth have had going forward was a free kick that was pretty well palmed to safety. Yes! Hold that thought. 2-0 Swansea. Stud silence! Boom! Number 7 is Joe Allen, formerly of Liverpool. It's 3-0 now, and whoever's just scored has scored an absolute corker. No goalkeeper would have stopped that. No goalkeeper would have done that. Shit must you be? It's only 3-0. They're doing a lap between the mascot and the actual club mascot itself. And we've got a hot dog to enjoy as well. Plymouth just have no answer to Swansea going forward at the moment. They are lethal. With a capital L, by the way. What can this corner bring them? Joe Allen has just went off, and Jay Fulton, formerly of Falkirk, may I add, just came on. Hope you remember him. 20 minutes left to play and the stadium has went completely silent. Even your Argyle fans are stopped singing. I just got chatting to a guy who sat in the row next to me who had all these tattoos on his left leg of like famous cartoon characters. We're talking Iron Man, Tom from Tom and Jerry, Super Mario, the shark from Finding Nemo, even Thomas the Tank Engine, would you believe? And he said that his son's a mascot for today, so he was just leaving early to go and see him. So, and he even spotted my Celtic hat as well, so I had to take it off. He said it was the wrong colour, and I just simply said to him, "It's my club, and you are representing who they are." So he kind of understood, but it's good that you can always chat to people when you come to games like this. You know, it's more than just, you know, a game of football. Probably can't see it, but there's two guys near where that cameraman is holding up an Iceland flag. What is the likelihood that there are people in Iceland that think, oh, we should support Plymouth? I mean, what the fuck? I find it insane that their Greggs is still open and it's 9:45 at night. Mad.
The following day.
It's a nice little castle there. With a little waterfall. Cardiff City Stadium.
The next morning.
So it's the following morning after my journey back from Swansea yesterday, and I've only just woken up. It's currently 9:30, and I'll show you some of the things that I got during the 3 days in which I was down south. The only thing that I got in Leicester was this pair of maroon jeans, because some of the charity shops there were pretty underwhelming, gotta be honest. Norwich was definitely up a gear. I'll save the best one to last. For anybody who knows me, I love collecting pint glasses, and we've got a Foster's from Australia. So that's one of them. One of the last charity shops that I went into when I was there, they had like 3 or 4 boxes of like old Norwich programmes from down the years. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, all against Chelsea because they're my English team. Might not be in best of my mix, Celtic and Chelsea, but I just like Drogba growing up and I stuck with them. 15 years later, I'm much more of a Celtic fan, but that's another story. Another random one that I got in a random shop on the high street. And also in the club shop, there was a few nice things, and I got a pair of socks. If you can see that. Having a shamrock on there certainly does help. But there's that, and possibly my favourite purchase of the whole trip. If you grew up in the 90s, you will remember these, and early 2000s. They're Corinthian figures. They're the large scale ones. As soon as I even walked in, I noticed them straight away, and that was where I went for immediately. I got those, and up the stairs I also had these old Doctor Who figures, Vashta Narada and the Scarecrow. One of my brother's friends dressed up as one of those for Halloween many years ago, and there was straw that went everywhere. And of course the obligatory pin badges from each of the teams that I went to, which will be added to my scarf with all my pin badges. Now onto the Swansea stuff. I got an old James Bond book from around 1990 after License to Kill came out. Shaken, not stirred. And I got a water bottle, one of those bottles that people, as I was saying, I got one of these big massive water bottles that you see a lot of guys carry around these days when they're at the gym or just out and about. So yeah, I'm delighted to have one of those rather than ordering one off of Temu. And I also got, in one charity shop, I got 2 designer shirts. Got a red Fred Perry one. Very nice. I got a grey Lacoste one of my favourite brands of all time. It's giving late 2010s, isn't it? And this one, a pink Nike one. So yeah, glad to have a few bits of clothing, and also got quite a few films here. The Monuments Men, Shutter Island, Platoon, Dead Poets Society, which I've heard great things about, not just because it's got Robin Williams, Layer Cake, Saturday Night Fever, Inception, Just Go With It, and season 1 of Geordie Shore, which I will be looking forward to watching. Anyway, thank you everybody for, if you've made it to the end of this video, please like and subscribe. It would really help myself and the channel hugely. And I shall see you in the next one.